Hey YouTube, Ryugen Shubby here with a review of the Kamen Rider Gaim Arms Change Series 4 Pine Arms and Ichigo Arms set. So unlike the previous releases which contained a figure and a set of arms, this release just contains two individual sets of arms that are can operate with the other releases in the line. So overall pretty neat. It does show Pine Gaim and Ichigo Gaim hanging out on the box, being pretty neato. Ichigo on this side, Pine on this side, and different functionality in the back. It shows Ryugen, Pine, and Baron Ichigo, which we might show off later because I really do like the way that those colors end up working with those guys. So without further ado, there really isn't a whole lot to show without the figures. Here is the good old weapon that we get with the Pine Arms, which is actually really cool. It's on this little rope so you can swing it around. Just like so. Hit the Ichigo arms because that's fun. So really, really cool. It's got a decent amount of heft to it. And overall, it's not that bad. Plus, it does include that port for the Muso Saber. So that's a little bit cool too because that was actually used in the show. So pretty neat. The Ichigo arms comes with the Ichigo Kunai. They're on this little individual swivel joint here, so you can kind of style these however you want to. On the package, it just shows them splayed out like this, so you can do whatever you want. You can even remove them from the little thing, so nothing too crazy there. The whole fun in these comes with the armor itself. Now, just given the fact that these are Gaim's arms, we'll bring in Gaim for the main demonstration and have some fun later. So putting the weapons aside for now, since they're just kind of going to get in the way. The Pine Arms, as usual, just slides right on. Gaim's head crest being a little bit of a pain to work around. But there we go, that should be in. So now we have Gaim with his big pineapple head. That was a thing from something. No, I'm thinking of Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified. My bad. So anyway, these fold down like that. The back will fold down and sit flush against the back right there. And then this will fold down. And bam, we have Gaim Pine Arms. Good old pineapple. Really dig it. This is one of my favorite arms in the show just because it's so outrageous and so floppy. I really like it. Plus the flail weapon is really, really cool. I forgot what it is off the top of my head, but it'll be right up here. For those of you curious, because I always want to call it the pine flail, and that's not its actual name. But either or, you can put it in either hand, and then have him drop it, because he is awful. But that's how he rolls. That's, I think, the only major downside to the arms change figures and any of these Kamen Rider gimmick figures is that the hands are just these typical little joint hands, and they always end up not gripping the weapons quite right, and this being so heavy is always going to be kind of hanging out on the ground. But overall, really cool, and I love the way that the Pine Arms ends up looking. So that translated really well into a toy, so I'm pretty impressed there. The Muso Saber does kind of flop around and get in the way. Not gonna lie. But swing that up, peg that into place, swing that up, swing, and swing. Peg it all together. And voila. That headpiece, I can never seem to get right. And that really bugs me because I just broke it. I broke the pineapple, guys. Okay, pineapple fixed. Now let's move on to Ichigo. The cool thing about Ichigo is that there's actually a transformation before you even step it on. Step it on? Put it on? Whatever. That has to fold over. And then you can slide it on. Just like so. Should be all nice and locked into place, and just like most of the other ones, fold, swing this back just like that, and fold that over, and that will sit flush against the back. And then, as usual, fold up the chest piece. And you have Gaim Ichigo Arms. Here is your actual fruit ninja, since he gets ninja weapons, and he's the fruit. So all you fruit ninja people can adore the fruity ninja-y goodness with Gaim Ichigo Arms. But really cool. I do like the way this one ends up looking too. I love the way that this entire concept of fruit armored Kamen Riders is so absurd that it works really well, and I don't know. It's weird. I never thought we'd be doing this ever, but so we can hold the kunai like that and look pretty sweet. I do like the way that it ends up looking. I kind of like it on Baron better, so we'll go ahead and show that. But overall, pretty neat. Alright, so to fold this one back up, just remove the kunai. Won't need those for the rest of the video. Fold that up. Fold that up. Fold that up and... oh, nope. Ichigo is actually kind of one of the more difficult ones. There we go. And then pop that off. I think the helmet actually stood on that time. Stayed. And there we go. Ichigo is back and good to go. So we'll set Gaim aside. Bring in Ryugen for the pine arms. So we'll pop the pine arms. I broke the pineapple again! Okay, I really need to stop doing that. But as normal, fold down, fold back, and there we go. We have Ryugen Pine Arms, which looks really cool, just like the banana Ryugen we took a look at in his review. The kind of golden color of the pineapple matches really well with the gold here, and looks very cool. The green matches the green, and it kind of just looks like it was made for him, honestly. So I really like the way that that ends up looking. So if we bring Baron in for Ichigo, we'll match red with red. Go ahead and plop that on him. Fold. Fold. Fold, fold. And there we have Baron Ichigo Arms. And it matches well. The red matches with the red. But I think it ends up looking a little too red. There's not enough silver in it to balance, I think. But he doesn't look awful. It's certainly different. But there we go. So overall, I really do like this set. I'm glad that they're releasing them in sets as opposed to releasing more figures. Otherwise, it would just be overrun with multiple Gaim bodies everywhere. So it's really cool that they're releasing them like this. Gives you more incentive to mix and match with the other riders to create things like this. And that's really the fun of this line. I really, really do love it. There's so much playability in it that despite the roughly $25 price tag for each of these sets, it ends up being relatively worth it in the end because it is so much fun. Now, I really do love the Pine Arms. I really like the weapon. It's really fun. The weapon for Ichigo Arms isn't as fun, but it's got an interesting asymmetrical design to it that is kind of neat as well. So really awesome and definitely worth a pickup if you have the AC figures. Obviously, if you don't have the figures, these are a really stupid purchase because no figure is included. So be mindful of that while purchasing. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.